Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Christina. Today I'm going to be sharing my money saving tips when transitioning to an organic and non-toxic lifestyle. My first tip is making a meal plan, and from that meal plan making a grocery list. When you're organized for the week and you know exactly what meals that you're going to make, it takes a lot of guesswork out of the day-to-day decisions. I'll also save you a ton of time in the grocery store and money. When you have a meal plan, you're not going to just be picking anything off the shelf that looks good. My second tip is eating in. If you're transitioning to an organic lifestyle, chances are you're going to be eating in a lot more. It's really hard to find restaurants that cater to this lifestyle. And even when you are going out, you don't know what type of ingredients they're putting into the food and what's ending up on your plate. But if cooking is intimidating for you, it doesn't have to be. I know there's a lot of elaborate meals out there on Instagram and Pinterest, but simple is better. Also, if you're just starting out cooking at home, try to make a couple of meals at home a week, and then each week increase the number of meals you make. Sooner rather than later, you're going to be cooking all your meals at home and you're going to be feeling great. I know when my husband and I occasionally go out, it will cost us anywhere from $50 to $60 for our meal. When we eat in, it can cost me anywhere from $5 to $15 a person, depending on how elaborate the meal is. But like I said, it doesn't have to be elaborate. My third tip is to buy a whole chicken or turkey, or if you can, buy a whole cow. But regardless of what whole animal you're buying, you get so much more meat for the money when you buy a whole animal. For example, I can go to my local grocery store and get a whole organic chicken for $15, and that's about a 5-pound chicken. If I go to my grocery store and want to get 2 organic chicken breasts, it'll cost me anywhere from $8 to $12 depending on the weight. When I buy a whole chicken, I get the 2 breasts, 2 legs, 2 thighs, 2 wings, and it will last me all week long. Roasting a chicken can be very intimidating as well. I know I was intimidated roasting a chicken for the first time, but it really is simple. I just choose the simplest recipe with the least ingredients, and that also saves me money. What I do with my chicken is after I've prepped it, after I've washed it off and prepped it, I will just sprinkle salt, pepper, and squeeze 1 whole lemon over it and pop it in the oven. It comes out so tender and moist. It just is really delicious. And not only do I have this whole chicken that I get to eat throughout the week, I get the bones and cartilage so that I can make bone broth. And this is my next tip. Bone broth is a great way to enhance your diet. It is so good for your gut. It helps seal the gut, it helps build immunity, and the bone broth can even be used in soups, so it can give you more recipes for the week. I highly recommend you consider adding bone broth into your diet because it is really nutrient dense when you do it right. My 5th tip is buying dry beans instead of canned beans. I know beans can be a lengthy process. You have to soak the beans for hours on end, and then you have to cook them for a while. But this will save you so much money in the long run. If you have a grocery store that has a bulk section where you can buy beans, that's a great way to get your beans. My grocery store doesn't have that option, so I choose the bags of beans and I meal prep them early in the week, and then I have them all week long, and once I start running out, I start making more beans. So I always have beans on hand in my refrigerator. And ditching the canned beans can also eliminate any of the extras that are put into the beans and can eliminate any toxins getting into your beans from the can. My 6th tip is in the household cleaning space. So I know it can be really hard to get non-toxic household cleaning products that work well. Even the products at the store that claim that they're natural and non-toxic, sadly they're not. I've had to learn this the hard way. But there's a great website you can use called ewg.org. They have done tons of research on beauty products, household products, food, even water, and they created consumer guides for you to look at. You can go and search for your product that you're using, see how toxic it is, and if it is too toxic, you can find alternatives. It is a great website. I highly recommend you visiting it. So instead of using all of these toxic household cleaning products, I like to use a mixture of vinegar and water, put it into a spray bottle, and use it to clean my entire house. I use it to dust, clean the bathrooms, I clean the windows and mirrors. I even use apple cider vinegar to clean my hardwood floors. Seventh tip is in the beauty space. So I love using coconut oil in replacement of some of my beauty products. So the number one thing I like to use it for is eye makeup remover. Eye makeup can be very hard to get all the way off. When I use coconut oil, there is no trace of the makeup left behind. It truly is my holy grail of eye makeup remover. Other things you can use it for is a moisturizer. You can use it to make your own sunscreen, and you can use it as a hair serum. Now, if you're using it in your hair, a little bit of coconut oil goes a long way. So use a very small amount, run it through your hair, and this can add shine and defrizz. And that's all of my tips that I have for you today. There's a ton more tips I could give you, and if you would like me to do another video on more tips, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!